If you have some extra money lying around and feel like risking it all on a shot in the dark, the time to invest in cryptocurrency is now. With there being more than a few altcoins on the market to choose from, and since newcomers to the trade often find themselves overwhelmed by the vast selection, experts have taken to pinpointing the digital coins that should be watched in the month to come. But which of these cryptocurrencies should you be keeping an eye out for in the month of May? And if you're a first-time investor, where should you start? Well, whether you're new to the market or just want to know more about the ins and outs of the cryptocurrency trade, stay right where you are, as we're about to explore the altcoins that are sure to be your best bet in the month to come. So strap yourselves in and get ready for the informative journey, as things are about to get interesting. But before we get into it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe with the notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Number 1. Bitcoin. The first altcoin on our list is by far the most popular of the cryptocurrencies currently available, and is most definitely the closest thing an investor will ever get to a blue-chip altcoin. We are, of course, talking about Bitcoin, which has dominated the cryptocurrency market ever since people first started mining it back in January of 2009. Surprisingly enough, things weren't always sunny on the side of Bitcoin when it came to investments. In fact, it was only in December of 2017 that Bitcoin prices hit an all-time high of $20,000 per coin, which is incredible considering how the original price was set at over just $400. And although the price of Bitcoin did end up falling once more, the cryptocurrency reached a price of approximately $3,234 by the end of the year, solidifying it as a great investment. Since then, this incredibly blow-up Bitcoin has enjoyed a bit of a comeback, with prices of the cryptocurrency surging as high as $40,000 in January of 2021. And since Bitcoin has a market cap of around $1 trillion, this means that it has accounted for around 69% of the cryptocurrency market. So while it may be true that Bitcoin has its fair share of volatility, as is true with next to any investment you make, the fact that it is globally accepted and recognized as the biggest name in crypto means that it is by far the best form of altcoin that any new investor should think of acquiring. Since Bitcoin has reached worldwide acceptance, the selling of the altcoin is often considered to be a lot easier at the end of the day. The worst thing you could face when dealing with crypto is the inability to sell when the price of your selected altcoin is sky high. And since this is next to never the case with Bitcoin, it is definitely a great place to start. Number 2. Bitcoin Cash. For those of you new to the trade, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are often predicted by something called blockchain technology, which is created to store all information about the specific altcoin transactions in blocks of data. When it comes to Bitcoin, for example, each block of data is around 1 megabyte in size overall. As the cryptocurrency grows to become far more popular, these blocks fill up with data, slowing down the time required to make a transaction and adding to transaction fees. And since time is definitely money when it comes to cryptocurrency transactions, this slow process and added fees often results in huge losses. Some Bitcoin investors realized that this was going to be the case with Bitcoin and decided to avoid this problem by proposing a solution that would increase the size of the blocks to 8 megabytes overall, drastically increasing the speed of transactions. But since nobody really knew what kind of effect this would have on Bitcoin, another form of cryptocurrency was created, called Bitcoin Cash. This new altcoin followed a more advanced form of blockchain technology, which is considered to be pretty perfect for altcoin mining, since it is a lot faster than the transaction speed of Bitcoin trading. As we said earlier, transaction fees are also a lot lower. Just keep in mind that an investment in Bitcoin Cash should probably not be your introduction to crypto, as the speed that trading takes place is quite immense to say the least, with every fraction of a second counting towards your bottom line. But since Bitcoin Cash is a lot newer and less popular than the aforementioned Bitcoin, its scalability means that it has an incredible amount of potential for growth in the future. And since it hasn't hit the all-time high that Bitcoin did a few years ago, experts have been waiting patiently for this to happen, stating that the next bump in value should come at some point in the altcoin's future. And who knows, maybe that bump will in fact be next month. Number 3. Litecoin. Although the general public knows that cryptocurrencies exist, altcoins as a form of investments are still pretty new in the broader scheme of things. Many also still believe that this form of an investment is complex and difficult to understand, which usually causes new investors to shy away from taking the first step and acquiring some altcoins for themselves. We're so used to making cut-and-dry investments in something solid such as gold or crude oil after all, and since these other investments have been around for decades, people understand that their rise and fall is dictated by actual work and production being done around the world. Although the same can be said about cryptocurrencies, the technology that determines their values is indeed considered to be a lot more complex than the layperson on the street would care to understand. It's because of feelings like this that Charlie Lee decided to create a new currency by the name of Litecoin, which is a simplified altcoin to a certain extent. Often referred to by its creator as the light version of Bitcoin, Litecoin is said by many to be the silver to Bitcoin's gold. It adopted some of the best features of its predecessor, while adjusting to others to improve investors' understanding of it. One great improvement that you'll find with Litecoin is that while Bitcoin transactions take around 10 minutes to complete, Litecoin transactions often take less than 3 minutes. And once more, since time is money in the cryptocurrency cryptocurrency market, this makes Litecoin far better to mine than any other form of altcoin. While mining Bitcoin often requires specialized hardware and an incredible amount of computing power, the same cannot be said for Litecoin, which has a much lower system requirement. In fact, even ordinary desktop personal computers are able to mine this altcoin. Once more, however, we must stress that Litecoin is less well known than Bitcoin. But since the cryptocurrency market you'll be buying and selling it on has an understanding of what it is, there's no doubt that you will be able to buy low and sell high. Number 4. Ether. You might not know this, but the philosophy behind Bitcoin and other forms of cryptocurrency that followed it was really aimed at the decentralization of currency in general. We live in a society where purchasing things online is far easier than taking a trip to the mall to pick up these goods for yourself. But taking part in an online purchase can be annoying when the item being sold is designated in dollars, while the currency of your homeland is something different, such as euros or pounds. Before making the purchase, you'll have to do a little calculation of your own, working out the ballpark figure of what the item is going to be costing you in your own currency. And more often than not, your calculation isn't as exact as you'd like, as there are quite a few conversion fees that accompany such calculations. Altcoins aim to change this by creating a single currency that can be used across continents to buy things online, leaving the age-old practice of converting things yourself in the past where it belongs. The Ethereum platform has gone a step further than this in not only wanting to decentralize money in general, but the internet itself by replacing servers around the world with nodes. This results in the creation of a single computer that the entire world can use, which is a great idea. Ethereum is a software platform based off of blockchain technology in which users can exchange a cryptocurrency called Ether. Because of the platform it has been running off of and the philosophy that backs it, Ether has become one of the most popular cryptocurrencies in the world. It has a market cap of around $139 billion US, which puts it only second to Bitcoin when it comes to market share. Number 5. Binance Coin. Last but not least, we have another altcoin which, like Ethereum, is a lot more than a simple cryptocurrency. This is none other than Binance Coin, which was actually originally based on the platform of Ethereum and now has a platform of its own called Binance Dex. Although similar to Ethereum, its mission is completely different. Rather than trying to decentralize the internet, Binance Dex is a decentralized platform where users can both buy and sell Binance coins, as well as convert other altcoins from one to another. In other words, the platform can be used to simplify the sale and conversions of all altcoins, which makes it incredibly popular in the long run. Binance DEX is the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world and has to a large extent helped altcoins become popular and lucrative when it comes to investment. By offering discounts to all users who pay transaction fees on the exchange with BNB, the platform is kept incredibly lucrative, which has added to the sustained growth of Binance Coin. So if steady growth is what you're looking for, look no further than Binance Coin in the upcoming month. What do you think of these new altcoins you should be looking out for? Be sure to let us know in the comments section down below.